Welcome back to Dark Cinema Recaps, where horror is for life, not just for October. And 28 years later is officially happening, with Cillian Murphy returning to the project. Let's explain. So, to the Hollywood Reporter last month, it was announced that Danny Boyle and Alex Garland were reteaming for the awaited sequel to 28 Days Later, titled 28 Years Later. So, the update is that Cillian Murphy, who is just coming off, he's just going through an absolute career high. I actually don't think that guy has ever really been in a bad film, whether it be from when he was in Batman, 28 Days Later, how recently with Oppenheimer and with Peaky Blinders. That guy just smashes everything that he takes part in, and he's coming back to be on board as an executive producer. Now, Hollywood Reporter also states that he could also possibly act in the project. He will. There's no two ways about it. I'm 99% sure if they've got him back involved at all, then I would 100% think that he is going to act in the thing. So the plan is for Garland to write 28 Years Later and with Boyle back to direct, but they are also planning on doing at least one more sequel and possibly even two. Now, details at this point are really, really sparse. Sony has just kind of won the bidding war for this franchise, and that's the only real thing that concerns me. Now, let's just go back a little bit. Let's just go back to 2007. 28 weeks later, that came out. Juan Carlos Fresnadillo, he was the director for that one. It also starred Jeremy Renner, who, to be fair, went on to have a pretty good career. And when you have long-awaited sequels like this, usually that kind of fills me full of dread. And I kind of think nothing good can come of this. Just let it die. But the fact that Danny Boyle's coming back, that Alex Garland's coming back, and with Cillian Murphy coming back, that kind of tells me that they are going to take absolutely no nonsense off Sony. And if the Sony are just going to let them be and not have all this nonsense that we kind of got going on with Spider-Man right now, if they are just going to let them be and they can just kind of crack on with their own thing and make the film that they want to make and actually want to make, doesn't feel like it's being forced out of them at gunpoint, then yes, I am completely on board with this. 28 Days Later is it's one of the greatest British horror films ever made. 28 Weeks Later, I always kind of remember as being forgettable, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And if this is done well, and this has the love that it deserves and respect that it earned, then okay, I am on board with this. But if it's going to be something that's just kind of like pushed together and Sony's like, do this, appeal to everyone, appeal to the masses, then it could be an issue. But as it stands, I'm tepid. I'm cautiously tepid. I don't want to say I'm excited. I don't want to say I'm looking forward to it. I await with bated breath